Making money is easy. Keeping hold of it is even harder.
Anyone can make money, but we'll tell you how to make ethical money.
The partnership program is an extended arm of Unique. Every single person is aligned with our values.
It's in the name. It's a partnership, so it has to work for them and it has to work for us.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on what time you listen to this. Welcome to another podcast of the CEO and the founder. My name is Lewis Hall, my business partner, Christian Woollard. We're here today to talk about our Unique partnership program. What is the partnership program? You've probably seen it on, so we haven't advertised it that much, to be fair, but lots of people have noticed that we've taken on some partners recently, and there's lots of questions that are coming out. What is the partnership program? How much does it cost? Do you offer? We didn't realise that you offer training and mentorship services, which we don't. But what is the partnership program? So we thought we'd just do a brief podcast and explain it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had lots of people reach out over the last year, saying, "Do we do training? Can we do what you do? Can we represent you?" And we've sort of poo-pooed it, just saying it's not really for us. We don't do training.
Or mentoring.
It's not really our bag. There's other companies, taking the Michael out there with people doing training. Let's not talk about them. But also, sorry, just one note on that. One of the main reasons why, I think it's fair to say, we are one of only a few companies in this industry that just full on in operations. Like, what you see of us is what we do. Yeah.
But we're filming podcasts today. In between this, we're jumping into operations meetings. We've got our business partners downstairs from Dubai. There's lots going on. There's not enough hours in the day or days in the week, because we run, and we're so passionate and proud of our large scale operations. We just don't have the time.
Yeah. But equally, there was really intelligent people, actually some clients that wanted to start representing what we do. We had people that have been in the property industry, and each one of those has had their own merits in terms of they've got their own network, they want to build a business for themselves, and so we said, okay, if we did it, there's only one way to do it, where we bring them in, we train them the Unique way, so it's morally and ethically correct for the end client, user, investor. And so we launched it, a month and a half, 2 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago we launched it. I mean, let's be honest, we were not a little bit nervous, but because we didn't want to go down that route, and we're still not going to go down that route, are we going to have, because like you said, where we talk about our unique values and everything that we've built over the last many years with our systems and our process and how we onboard it, are we going to destroy that? So me and you sat down for many days a few months back and was like, are we going to destroy all of that and devalue what we created by bringing on loads of people? Why are we doing it? Is there value to do it? And one of the main reasons, like you said, everyone's got their own investor type around them. And we're very big on marketing. Most people see us out there across all the platforms. Yes, it is expensive, but we're not going to be able to reach everyone. So then, look, this is business. And then we thought, there's so many people out there that reach out, mentoring, training, and we didn't want to go down that route. And then I think when me and you had that conversation, we get a lot of, going back to that number, I'm quite proud of, I've said it 5 times today, 86% of our investors reinvest. What we do is we've launched referral schemes because we get a lot of investors that have got, not only they reinvest themselves, they've got friends and family that they want to bring on board. So then we come up with, well, let's pay a small fee, and we call it a referral scheme. It's not something we've ever really advertised. We go back to our clients to make it fair. We do market it internally to all of our investors, because we had someone go, I didn't realise you do that. And then it come about, well, hang on a minute, why don't we make this a bit more, not necessarily professional, but a lot more structured is the right word I'm looking for. Yeah. And then we both sat down and come up with, well, there is value in this. We don't want to do it to the mass market. And I think, I don't want to mention her name, but one of the ladies that come on board, the lady with the blonde hair that was doing the photo shoot downstairs, most people could probably know who that is, but I don't want to say her name for a reason for what I'm about to say. She turned around and said to me, because I said we're thinking about launching it, and she painted a picture which was not surprising at all, but this will explain to a lot of people, one of the main reasons where we thought, one of the reasons why we should do it. She spent 12 and a half, she would have no issues with me saying this, I'm not going to say the company name. She spent £12,500 on a training course. There was 55 people on that training course over a weekend. 55 times £12,000 every weekend. You work it out, millions. I mean, I know training companies that take 20, 30 million pounds a year. That's your industry. I'm not saying it's right and wrong. It's not for us. But anyway, where we've got this investor who spent 12.5 grand on training. She's gone on a 12-month program, and I've watched her on social media, and I've been watching, going, "What are you doing? Who wants to buy this deal? It's not even a deal." And you see it all the time. And then fast forward 12 months, she's been sent on a wild goose chase of going to these mentoring events where it's everyone else on this training course is there on the, I call it high-fiving. She's presented stuff out there on social media that's devalued herself, because I wouldn't have bought that. They're not even deals, so you can see investors probably wouldn't have bought off her. But not only that, I mean, she's a trained accountant. She's a very intelligent lady. And this is just one example of many that spent 12.5 grand in a year of graft out there doing everything and didn't do anything whatsoever. So we thought, you know what? People that are like that have got the ability and have got the right work ethics that will align with Unique's values, let's do something. So we launched the partnership program.
And we don't charge anything.
I was gonna do a bit of a drum roll. Wait till I get told off when I bang on here because it interrupts the microphone. But very valid point. Guess what we charge for the partners that we do have that have probably got more value. I mean, this was not my words, but that day when we done that partnership, so we got we went through. We'll talk about in a second how the numbers it started, because it started off with 900 people, but we then invited our partners, our new potential partners, to a meeting and an event that me and Christian and our senior teams presented to them. And before that, Katie and Emma, to be fair to them, have done a fantastic job, because we're very particular who we work with. We didn't want anyone on there, but everyone was gobsmacked the fact that it was free.
Yeah,
absolutely free. And they're still gobsmacked now. One person, we sent a video out last night, and they're like, "We still can't believe you're not charging." They're waiting for like some sort of, by the way, now it's 50 grand or whatever it is. The value in that, I mean, it makes us extremely proud. It's business. It's strict business. There's lots of people out there that will come on my training course for 5 grand and then you can sell my deals. Or a lot of the big training companies will train you and then you then buy their products off them. We had someone the other day that spent £17,000 with one company to go on 2 training courses. They then brought her in 3 months later after not speaking to her, and they were like, "We've now got this," because they've realised how much money that she had in the bank, and sold her a buy-to-let. You couldn't make it up. So yeah, what Christian said is completely true. Our partnership program is zero. It's completely free. If anything, it's costing us a lot of money because a lot of our time and resources goes into. We've got a full-on. We've got 3 full-time staff, and that includes a director, a manager, and a senior admin just doing the partnership program. That's costing us money. So not only are we giving it away for free, it's a long-term relationship, and that's something we're quite proud of.
And something to eat.
Say that again?
So they get a free meal as well.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm a little bit deaf, so I can hardly hear what someone's saying.
So so we don't want to charge, and those people go through our partnership program, which basically looks like they're almost an employee of Unique.
100%.
But they're not. So they go through all the same rigorous training, the due diligence, the compliance, and they get to learn all of the back end of every single investment strategy that we have.
Just on that, what I want to make a note of, because I know there was a lot of people that got a little bit angry, especially with me, which somewhat expected. It's not for everyone. We have to, not only is it free, not only are we giving away our time and our resources. I mean, I put it the other day that I reckon this is probably per person over a year, it's costing us probably 15, 20 grand. Now, yes, when we start doing business together, we'll make that money back, but it's a lot of resources. But we have to work with you on a daily, weekly basis. The amount of people that messaged, one was so rude, "I'll do that if it's free." Hello, how are you? So we were very, very selective because we got to work with you. The amount of, not abuse, but the amount of messages that I got afterwards, because we done it very professionally, and we turned around and said to everyone, it isn't for everyone. We're only looking for 5 or 10 people. We had 900 people apply in 3 days. I launched it on the Thursday, whatever it was. I think by Monday it was 962 people, and it wasn't for everyone. They didn't realise what it was. When we narrowed that down, it went all the way down to 5, 10 people. We have got some amazing people on our partnership program, but the point I was trying to make, sorry to interrupt, it's not for everyone, and we are being very selective with it. It's closed at the moment. It is going to come back potentially next month. We might take on 5 more people, but we're not here to be, or look at us, we're being super selective who we're working with. Yes, we are, but that's business. I mean, unfortunately, there's certain people we just want to work with. The amount of people that were reaching out that were, 1, rude, or 2, we wouldn't work with them because they're so unethical. We had the amount of people that were going, I could do all of that and sell that. And I was just like, oh my God, I do not want to get involved in that.
No, exactly.
We did politely and very professionally say, look, thank you very much for applying. Unfortunately, we're limited spaces, they're not for you. And I'm going to say that again, because when we do launch it, it's going to attract, because the fact it is free and the value. When I first started, this is life changing. Like, I wish this was around when I first started.
It's in the name. It's a partnership. So it has to work for them and it has to work for us.
Exactly.
And we only want people that have that level of life experience that they can bring to the table.
Correct.
That can support what we do in the background. Otherwise, it's pointless.
And also align with our values.
Yeah, totally in line with our values.
Let's be honest, anyone could, I like to think, I don't want to come across rude by saying this, making money is easy. Anyone can make money. It's not that we don't want those type of people. We want to add value. We want people to bring on investors and learn how to attract the investors because most people go, I wish I knew Unique years ago. So this helps spread the message as well. And look, also, it's a business opportunity because it can, like our accountant Lewis, by doing this way, you're saving some money on marketing. Now, that's one of the bonuses of there, and we wasn't even created from that. But we need to be really selective because what me and Christian don't want to do is years and years and millions have gone into building our business and what we've created today. We don't want to ruin that by bringing on some people that just want to make X, Y, and Z and bring on a load of clients that I don't understand what they're doing. And the amount of people that we had reach out. Now, these are people out there on social, and I was gobsmacked by some of the, I was getting voice notes and presentations. Lewis, I've worked out that I could do that. Who cares about that? And I was just like, fucking hell, is that still going on in this day and age?
I like what you said there. Anyone can make money. I think that's another podcast. Anyone can make money, but we'll tell you how to make ethical money.
There's an old, yes, I like that. Let's make a note of that. There's another saying that I used to have. I think, did I copy it from somewhere or did I get inspired? It come out somewhere. Making money is easy. Keeping hold of it is even harder.
That's true. Yep.
But anyway, going back to it, we are very proud. I'd like to think we speak on both of us. The partnership program wasn't designed to be wham bam, thank you ma'am, in for your training, off you go later. It's a year. It is a year program. You're contracted. That gets extended because you never know. After a year, you might not like us, we might not like you. But it's not a quick weekend. There's no way on God's green earth you can go on a training course. Now, I'm not here to dispute what other people do, but there's no way that you can go on a training course over a weekend and pick up. We've been doing this for decades. I couldn't train someone over a weekend, expect them to go and add value on a Monday.
No.
But that's what most training companies expect you to do. And then guess what they then do? They then sell you the mentor that you need afterwards.
Yeah, I know. And all the different packages
but
that you need to have.
This isn't about that. This is about our program. So,
but equally, I mean, it's really useful for somebody. Let's say the particular lady you were mentioning, she's highly educated. She's an accountant, so she's got some really good business experience. You know, not everybody is in a role in life that they're 100% happy with.
Correct.
And you know, people go on these training courses because they're trying to do a side hustle. They're trying to create a different revenue stream for themselves, or maybe a new business. So the partnership program works specifically for those sort of people that are thinking, I'd really like to start in the property business, in the investment strategy, and is it possible that I can actually do that for free and have the support of a multi-million pound company with all the training, all of the back-end staff
too good to be true, right?
Supporting you. Another too good to be true, another too good to miss.
But no, you're right. It's like, if you look at, there's so many people out there. It's like that smoke and mirrors thing. Most people, every time we talk about training companies, we always get messages afterwards from these individuals. We're not aiming at anyone here. It is what it is. You like your own fires, right, in life?
Yeah.
But it's just, if you're an individual, I think this is what, if you as an individual and you're trying to get into that space, and whether you Google it or you stumble across it, it's just, there's nothing wrong with paying for education. We're not certainly saying that. But the only way that, and most of the partners, most of them are experienced and they're operating anyway, but most of them, like what they all said, is the only option is to go and pay him X, Y, and Z, or go on that training course, do that and do that. When this come about, like, I think we haven't spent any money on it in terms of marketing other than our free platforms, but to have 948 people ask for information. No, sorry, there was more than that before that. The people that we dwindled down that had the information then wanted to talk more was 960 people. We can't take on 900, it's unheard of. But that speaks volumes. And then to get all the way down to the team of 5 and 10, we've had we've got a lot of divisions in Unique. One of them is our media team. So they've had all of new... now, some companies charge 5-10 grand for this. Like, someone said to me, why are you charging for that? It's not about that. We could easily go, it's a £25,000 fee, it's 10%. It's like a franchise, right? It's like a franchise, just without the bullshit.
All the fees.
All fees, excuse my French. But there's so much work that's got involved in it. I mean, after this podcast, I'm spending 2 or 3 hours, and you've got some other bits you're doing in the background with the contracts, hours and hours and hours on a daily basis that go into all this training. So it's not just here you go, off you go sell loads of deals and hope for the best. It's not about that. Our media teams, for example, have built out custom Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn profiles. They've had professional videos made. We've got our teams overseas and internally made them all bespoke packages, all the marketing materials. Then they've come to our event where we've gone through exactly how it's all going to work. They then had, like I said, we've got a director, a senior manager and an admin staff, just full-time on the partnership program at our cost. That's what they do full-time. There's Zoom calls, there's meetings, there's communication. I get involved with, not all of it, because we've structured it, I get involved in supporting them and using our experience, and you get involved in how to explain the contracts. I get involved with the marketing, how to do this, how to do that, the daily motivation. Katie and Emma will get involved with this. Then we've got our sales directors downstairs. We had someone that was on the partners program recently. They've got an investor that's got £75,000. He's on a Zoom call, and she was so nervous. Within 45 minutes, sales director, compliance director, then you stepped in. They're like, this was amazing. It adds value. That investor then turned around and said, where have you been? Now, we're not saying that we would never attract that investor, but if they've never seen our adverts, this is another reason why we brought the partnership program on board. It just creates a win-win situation. Are we doing it to make a statement about the training? And not really, no, to be honest with you. I mean, as much as we have a laugh on our podcast and mention it, because yes, it is free, and people do talk shit and charge you lots of money and don't know what they're doing. They even come to us in the background and ask us if we can help them out with giving them some of their deals. It's not about that. Me and Christian are here to add value. We're here to continue the growth of our business and enjoy the life that we've created, and that's who we are. And the partnership program is an extended arm of Unique. Every single person is aligned with our values, and everything is checked and double checked to make sure that they're following not only our processes but the way that we would treat someone with respect in terms of investors, and the way that the ones that we've got down to, and don't get me wrong, and I mean this with the greatest respect, every single person that's applied has been amazing, and we're very grateful for everyone that had applied for it. We're not saying it isn't suitable for you, but at that time it just wasn't. You never know, some of you might be available for the future, but we're very appreciative for everyone that has reached out. For the partners that are on board, it's life-changing, and it's not going to happen overnight. We've got some people, we're all humans, right? Everyone's going to have a different journey. We've got some that are running at 1,000,000 miles an hour because they're already doing it in the background. We've got some that are our investors that are retired. We've got one individual, won't say her name. She was a senior director at the pharmaceutical company. Can we say the company's name? Or probably let's not say the name, but it's on. You can see it when you drive into London. It's huge, and she's a fantastic investor. She's 6-figure plus investor, and she's got so much time on her hands. She's a high net worth investor that spends most of her retirement either at a tennis club or out meeting people, and she's surrounded by investors. And she was begging us to come on it, and it's been a breath of fresh air because it allows her to not necessarily. I mean, she's had a very successful career. She doesn't want to sit down and do nothing. She's a very big investor of ours, and now she's bringing on her clients herself, and she's making money out of it. And it's exactly what it's about. And you're going to have individuals that might do one deal a month, make £1,000. £1,000 to some of these people in the party is huge. That's life changing. That will pay not only your mortgage but your bills, etc., etc. Or it could be that they might be saving up for it, whatever. And then you've got some people that have got staff and might be earning 5-10 grand a month, and everywhere in between. It creates a win-win situation. It allows us to strengthen our arms, I don't know where that was coming from, but it allows us to showcase what we do. And I generally believe if we was, and we're not, by the way, if we was to launch a training and education company, it would be the best out there. But look, we're not. Let's be honest, we're not. We're just far too busy. But this partnership program is exceptional. I'm quite proud of it. There's still learning phases to it, and there's still, let's be honest, a lot of work from me and yourself that we've still got to do to get them, because you cannot learn. If someone's teaching you basic algebra or basic maths on an exercise and how to package a deal, of course you can learn that over a weekend. How to start, grow a business, and there's no way on earth you could do that over a weekend. It's impossible. Hence why we've put this program where you've got daily, weekly communication. There's Zoom calls, there's meetings. You come to the office. We had a partnership yesterday what day did it say? Last Friday, one of the partners, I walked downstairs and she was downstairs in a meeting with them. I was like, what's going on? Kate was like, yeah, she's come on absolutely fantastic. She's come to use our resources. The investors were loving it. Yeah. It just creates a win-win situation.
So there you go.
I think that's pretty much it.
The partnership program.
As you can tell, I can waffle on for England, but lots of people are asking us, what is the partnership program? That's it. Is it free? It's completely free.
Yep.
Are we looking for new people? And I'm going to use this as a chance to leverage that. We are looking for 5 more partners to join the partnership, but only in September, not now. We're very busy. So in September there is 5 spaces, only 5. Reach out to me directly or Christian or any of the pages, and hope that explains exactly what it is.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening.